So this is probably the most unique and different thing that I've ever done with the Waterfall. I was intrigued with the idea of playing with copper and shape and creating visual interest, and I love old gate valves. So this was a net result of stuff I had found. I had this pressure gauge. That was sort of the basis for it. I had that pressure gauge. I bought that on a whim probably 4 years ago at an antique mall just because I liked it. I didn't have any idea what I would use it for. It literally hung out in a box for 4 years. When we started thinking about what steampunking this waterfall would look like, that was the first thing that came to mind. I went and dug it out and started with the manifold right here coming in, and then started thinking, what could I do with it that would be visually interesting? So that was the first thing that went in. We added some more valves, or added some more gauges, and then valves. And there's plenty of valves here for the kids to play with. And what happens is we can have water come out of all of them or none of them. But I also built it for winterization, because that would be, part of the concern is what would happen to this for winter. There's a union right here. You take that union apart and unclamp it in a few places, and this whole manifold comes off. So we won't even leave it out here for winter. Instead, it'll be put away in the garage or wherever for winter, and it'll be easy to put back on in the spring. But the net result is this really organic, crazy feel that is visually interesting. Now the upkeep on this, something to concern yourself with to think about is when you're running water through copper, you certainly want to keep the alkalinity down in check, and you want to keep the pH not too low, not too high. You want to make sure you take care of those continually, because obviously if we have very acidic water, we're going to etch that copper quicker, and we're going to pull it out of the plumbing and deposit it into the pool. So be very cautious when using copper for everything, just to make sure that your water chemistry is right on.